It started as an idea, it became a dream, and now it's becoming a reality. No one foreseen it happening, it just happened. But enough of the chit chat. It's game time!
Do you like football? Do you appreciate good commentary? Enjoy the factual entertainment we call podcast. You won't regret it. Tim, the GOAT to Joseph. Bruce, QB1, Stone. Tariq, Religious Jackson. Ryan, Hot Takes Lee. Reese, hat on backwards means business row. Together they form the football guys. Tune in while you can. They aren't on forever.
Clocked in, mind at work. Stadium's my only church. IQUC, I come in first. NFL, I'll wait my turn. Brucey is the QB1. Timmy is the football nerd. Ryan's hopping on them takes. Religious Reek will bless with words. Last but not the least is Reese. He shows opinions over. Hova speaks his mind while staying sober. Spits his facts, come watch your show. Your hat is on backwards, you know it's for closer. You lucky they started the show that you're clover. Think that your brain is super, then over. Tune in while you can. You'll hate when it's over.
Very happy Thursday to everyone. This is the Football Guys podcast, and as always, I am joined alongside my man Reese Rowe, my man Tariq Jackson, my man Bruce Stone, and my man Timmy Goat to Joseph. I'm Ryan, and this episode is brought to you by Levittown Carpet and Flooring and Brothers for All Investment Group. Guys, we got a little update on that whole thing with Levittown Carpet and Flooring. As always, they offer their free estimates. I don't know if any of you guys have gone for them to work. I got my bedroom carpet replaced with them about 2 years ago. But estimates are always free. But now if you book through them and you mention the Football Guys podcast, you'll receive $50 off your service. So
$50.
Yeah, just remember when booking with them, mention the Football Guys podcast and to receive $50 off. So that's awesome. Shout out to Eddie and his brother Phil, and then also
Appreciate
shout out
you,
to Eddie and Isaiah for everything they got going on with BFA, trying to spread a positive message to the world. So
That's right.
Give both a check out. And that being said, we are going to be continuing our GOAT Madness series today. We got through the offensive side, and moving on the offensive side of the bracket, we have Jerry Rice for the wide receiver position, Walter Payton for the running back position, Joe Montana for the quarterback position, and
Jesus.
who's the other one? Tight end. Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez.
Two Niners out of 4 positions. How ironic.
And a lot of empty calories, too. But,
hey, there's 2 Chiefs in there, too. You don't complain about that.
Tony Gonzalez, empty.
Good
Tony
one.
Gonzalez.
Remember, he's 2. See, remember,
but anyway,
Joe is also a Chief. See, that was a little joke.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
So, that being said, we're moving on to the other side of the ball, and that's the defense, and we're going to get things started with the defensive line. So, as always, we're going to throw it over to the GOAT himself, Timmy Goat to Joseph. He's going to
hello, everybody.
Our brackets out.
Lovely Thursday thing. With some positivity back in the world here. We're going to start with our defensive line, and hopefully Ray Claymayer doesn't have a fit again when I put this one out there.
Ray,
But
I know everybody gets your last name right.
Claymeyer, sorry.
Clymeyer. We love
Ray
you, Ray.
Clyde. Just call him Ray
Sorry,
Clyde.
I messed up your brackets and your last name, Ray.
Cheers, Ray.
But let's go with the
Cheers,
1-8
Ray.
matchup. We have Reggie White versus J.J. Watt. A lot of people will be like, oh, why J.J. Watt? But we figured we wanted to have somebody more relative today in there. And he was a good thing. And then we have the 4-5 matchup, which is the 4-seed Michael Strahan versus the 5-seed Julius Peppers. Then we have hold on a second, I'm trying to find my bracket again. Here we go. The 3-seed Deacon Jones versus the 6-seed Warren Sapp. And then we have the 2-seed Bruce Smith versus the 7-seed Mean Joe Green. So we'll start out with the 1-8 matchup with Reggie White versus J.J. Watt, and we'll go with let's go to Eagles fan first here. Come on, Tariq, what do you got?
All right. Reggie White and J.J. Watt. This is not close. This is not close. J.J., you're a heck of a talent. I feel like if you didn't get injured, like recently, the last like 2 out of 5 years, like you've missed a lot of time. You had a chance to be on that type of arc, but unfortunately, injuries-wise, you couldn't sustain. You're a heck of a player. I mean, I think he had 20 sacks this season. So in his prime, he's a modern day beast. But unfortunately, no, it's Reggie White. It's not close. What you got, Elro?
Ro, you're muted.
Hey, I was a little frozen. We had technical difficulties right there, but I'm back.
All right, there you
And
go.
with that being said,
And he's still sipping, y'all. I saw that beer.
I am sipping. I'm sipping a couple of things. So cheers. So JJ, I think Reek is not giving you the due respect because you're the only person in NFL history who's recorded, 20 sacks in 2 seasons. There's no one else who's ever done that. We're talking about a guy who won the Walter Payton Award, but that, we understand what you've done.
That
in
don't
the
mean
community.
nothing about this, but go ahead.
It doesn't, but it shows excellence on and off the field. So
It does. God
but
bless you.
also, he's also on this list, the only one I truly believe that has won Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. I don't think there's no one else on this list, Hall of Famers, and he's the one who's not a Hall of Famer, who's only won 3 Defensive Players of the Year. Not only, but he's won 3 Defensive Players of the Year. So there's a reason why he's on this list. And he's only, I believe, 8-9 years into his career. Now, you are correct, Reek, in regards to him being injured for the past couple of years. And, 2016, 2017, he was injured and things like that. If he can stay healthy, with him currently having about, what do you got? How many sacks he has currently? It's about 96.
96, yeah. Good job by you.
So 96. I did a little research. So he got 96. So with that being said, JJ, 6'5". I like to, line them up like they boxes. 6'5", 288. Going against Reggie Wright, the Minister of Defense.
Whoa, fix that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Put respect on his name.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Reggie
okay.
Wright? Reggie
Just
Wright?
saying, Reggie
Wright?
Reggie White?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, he's fine. But once again, there is no debate. It is Reggie. I'm sorry. I just had to give, JJ a little
nice
love because
nice of you.
It's,
Man, that was cute.
and we're not even going to go into Reggie. We'll save this little
That's what I'm
stats for him next
saying.
round
That's
because
what I'm
Reggie
saying.
has done a lot, and there's a
Right, that's
reason
what I'm
why he is
saying.
number 1. So what you got, Ryan?
I love the guy off the field, J.J. Watt. Not a big fan of him on the field. I understand he has all the stats.
Ooh.
Reek brings up the
Are you calling him? Oh, you about to call him overrated?
Say
Go
it.
say it. Say it.
Yeah, J.J. Watt's overrated.
My God.
J.J. Watt's overrated.
Why?
New t-shirt.
Because I hate stepping into the other sports, but let's take a look at a pitcher who pitched in baseball
Okay.
that performed at a high level and then fell off really quick. Tim Lincecum. J.J. Watt is the Tim Lincecum of football.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, this is unbelievable.
Wow.
J.J. Watt came in hot
Yes, he
and
did.
put up numbers, and he put up numbers. But then guess what happened to J.J. Watt? He got hurt, and he got hurt, and he got hurt, and he continues to get hurt.
He's not wrong, man. He had Defensive Player of the Year 2012, 2014, and 2015. He's not wrong. Right?
And I actually, this is the second time I've mentioned Tim Lincecum today.
Hey,
About?
what else happened in 2015 that we still talk about over here?
I
Somebody
believe
won the
Christian-
MVP.
I know.
No.
They should know.
Who won the MVP? Cam?
The guy we talk about that
Cam Newton.
we still bring up that he won the MVP as it's relevant today, but
Cam Newton.
yeah,
Right,
but JJ
right.
Defensive Player of the Year isn't relevant now.
No.
Nah.
I'm saying he
I'm
has a
not. You
point
don't
for
hear me
saying
making a
he-
pro Cam Newton case.
I'm saying
I'll just point it out there.
he said that he started off quick and has died down. I said he has a good case. 3-time
and that's-
Player of the Year, and
And
then after that he fell off. He got a good case. He got a good point.
and like I said, I hate to make the Tim Lincecum tie-in because I don't like crossing sports. When I talk about football, I talk about football. When I talk about cricket, I talk about cricket. When I talk about basketball, I talk about basketball.
Cricket.
Ryan, you
But
talking
Tim-
about cricket?
I mean,
know,
listen,
I'm talking about
you might know
crickets.
about
you know,
listen,
we got to hit the international market too at the same time.
That's true.
So
That's
a
true.
was
little
just checking.
pandering to our Indian friends out there.
right.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
a Middle Eastern fan. Shout out to y'all.
Oh,
Indian friends.
oh
Middle
man.
Eastern. Middle Eastern.
Middle
He got
Eastern.
it, though.
Jesus.
He's got it. He's got
My
it.
apologies, though.
Next
Indians are
That-
Indians
no,
are
We're
Middle
not
Eastern.
editing that out neither. We're keeping that. We're
Indians are
definitely
Middle
keeping that.
Middle Eastern.
That being
Listen,
said, though,
forget
Yo.
it.
Middle Eastern.
if for those of you that do watch baseball, Tim Lincecum had 3 World Series early in his career. He had 2 Cy Youngs. He threw 2 no-hitters. And then Tim Lincecum disappeared because he got hurt. And his career ended abruptly. And I actually had this debate earlier today. Is he a Hall of I'm not going to get too into it because I love baseball and I could sit here and talk about Tim Lincecum for 2 straight hours. It's Reggie White. It's the minister. I mean, it doesn't hurt that he's an Eagle, and I love my Eagles. But it's Reggie White, and it's not even close. They're not even in the same country right now.
You could say that. Definitely could say that.
I'm
Let's
going.
start over to let's start over to Tim because Tim was raising his hand hard.
Ryan's got some maybe got hit in the head or something. He forgot
He
some
drinking
stuff.
like me.
But
The fish hit him in the head.
He
Did
goes
Tim-
overrated. I love it.
did Tim Lincecum 4 years after he had a Cy Young have a 20-win season? Because J.J. Watt had 16 sacks 2 years ago.
Thank you.
So it wasn't like he fell
But
off
he's
and
get-
just never did again.
but-
You know what I mean?
But what's happened in those 2 years since?
1 year since.
1 year.
Well,
He had an
I
injury.
mean, to be
Missed 8
fair
games, I
to
believe
his
it was.
point, I mean, he balled out all the way to 2015. Then he had 3 years he dropped off, have 1 year, and then
Oh, he
that's
mi-
what I'm saying. Like,
No,
You
no,
know,
no,
He
it
no.
missed
also
2
didn't.
years.
that's
It
his
also
point.
didn't hurt.
No.
Real quick, and I didn't hit
Wait.
this.
There's another guy that misses a lot of time that we gloss over all the time.
Here we go.
But it doesn't matter when we talk about him.
Who?
You got
Oh, here we go. Go ahead, Tim.
Come on, get it
So-
out there.
We need something out here that I feel like this is the problem I hear from other people sometimes. Like, we're all over the place on different things. Like, we use a stat. It should work for everybody. We can't
Oh.
penalize J.J. Watt for being hurt all the time. And then
Oh.
other guys are hurt all the time.
Weird,
I
I've
have no
said that
problem with saying
before.
that. I have no problem with saying, look, J.J. Watt is lower on his list because of that. Because there's 3 years before that, he had 50-some sacks in those 3 years. And
First-
I have no
first
problem
4
with him
years.
being lower on the list or even off the list because of that. But
Tim.
you can't use that fact on some things and not on others.
Okay.
That being said, it's Reggie White by a mile. Bruce Rowe.
So real quick, Bruce, because I want to hammer on Tim's point about how J.J. Watt had the 16 sack season. It's not as hard as you think because I know the argument would be that he's going to draw a lot of double teams.
What?
You know what I'm saying? No, he's going to no. Listen out. It doesn't hurt when you have Jadeveon Clowney on that same line because Jadeveon Clowney is no slouch.
Well,
He's a
see,
tremendous
see,
player.
see,
Hang
see
on,
now,
wait, time out. Now we're contradicting ourselves.
because they
Ryan.
both overrated. If you want to be
Ryan.
called a big,
Ryan.
they both
All right.
overrated.
All right, Ron, I appreciate you for that. Even though that does help me segue here. Look, man, JJ Watt, good dude, got a couple brothers in the league.
Can I just say something, Bruce? Can I just say something?
Sure, go ahead.
Turkey.
I looked this up. Jadeveon Clowney, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Averages 5.5
Years.
sacks a season.
It's,
has
it's
less
bad.
sacks than J.J. Watt did in his first 2 seasons.
It's bad,
Yep.
man. That's what I'm saying.
5.5,
Like, that's what I'm
5.5,
saying.
5.3
You can say
sacks a season.
you can argue they're both overrated, and he's more overrated than J.J. Watt. But go ahead.
You can't say somebody that's overrated.
Have almost won league MVP.
All right, let's get
Just
that out of the
saying.
way. Let's get that out of the way. JJ Watt is not overrated. JJ, we appreciate everything you do on the field. We got hot takes sometimes. Like my boy
He
Reed
said it,
thinks
not me, man. Listen,
CMC is overrated. Ryan thinks you're
see,
overrated.
that's the truth.
I'm
All
just
right,
At
the
we're
least,
having-
JJ made the playoffs.
I'm the
right.
defensive Tariq.
There you go.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay, so check this out. So Reginald White, right?
Oh, you go,
Reginald.
Put it in
Reginald
government.
White.
Government name.
Okay. 198 sacks, guys. Hall of Famer. He's got a Super Bowl ring. I'll save all the real goodies once he gets to the second round.
Thank
in the
you.
semis.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, just give
But
me a
I'm
little
gonna tell
bit.
you, I'm gonna tell you like this, because this is gonna get spicy. J.J. Watt's amazing. He don't have a quarter of the talent Reggie White did. Just so you guys on the same page.
That's it.
It's Reggie by a mile and
That's
a
right.
mile
Wow.
and another mile, probably about like 25 miles.
Anybody say
Quarter.
J.J. Watt,
A quarter.
you under
of
25.
their talent.
You're
Hey,
under
hold
25.
on real quick.
And I
Time
can't-
out,
I
time
can't
out,
believe-
time out. Because once again, I didn't really give JJ Watt his
I did
flowers
say
while he's
that,
still in the
JJ.
wild. So, but hold on. You said not a quarter of Reggie White's
You heard what I
talent.
said. You heard what I said.
That's crazy because of the fact he
Is
did
it?
break Reggie White's record for the most pass defense by a defensive lineman. Reggie White
Pass
had
defenses?
13.
Pass
Yes.
defenses? You're
Yes.
going to bring that up right now.
Why not? Because
let me just
JJ Watt's
explain
about to get out of
something.
here,
He
right?
ain't no
Let me explain. Wait, stop.
But that's what I'm saying.
Let's-
Reggie White wasn't either, but he had 13.
Rewind.
This
Pull
thing had
back.
16.
What position does JJ Watt play?
He played defensive lineman. Same position as same position
What
as
position?
Reggie
Where
White.
at on the D line does JJ Watt
He
play?
played
He plays all
defensive
over.
end,
Edge rush.
and he
He
moved
plays
him all
defensive-
over.
He plays mostly defensive tackle.
Mostly.
Reginald Howard White played defensive end, and he got
Okay.
double and triple teams.
Okay.
And okay,
Okay.
he basically worried about pass rushing. He blocked passes just because he was a monster. Most of the time when he blocked the pass, it was because he knocked the offensive lineman on his butt
Okay.
and put his hands up, and the ball practically hit him in the chest.
You could
So-
argue that JJ
Stop
Watt was
that.
doing that because he can get to the quarterback. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'm
You
just saying.
could.
That's cute though.
You could.
Next question.
You could.
I'm
But
just
once
saying.
again, you know what I mean? The stat is a stat.
It
You know what I mean? You
is,
produce
man,
or
but
you-
I'm
you
not
don't.
giving you hype for that, man. You
Okay.
a lineman,
You
man.
producing, you don't. Once again, okay.
Hey,
All right, you
hey,
say
let me
this.
ask
All
you
right,
a
let's get to the
question,
sacks real
Let me
quick
ask
before
you
we
a
move on.
Wait,
Did
wait,
Reggie White
so-
get how is JJ Watt not a quarter of Reggie White's talent when Reggie White never only did it once? 20 sacks in one season. Only did it once.
Well,
and
I
JJ
have
White
an
did it
answer for you.
twice.
I have an answer for you.
How?
You want an answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
I'm
today
waiting.
is a
man,
passing league.
please.
Okay,
Today is a
cool.
passing league.
Yeah.
Reggie White got, I'm telling you, double and triple teams.
You said a quarter. You got to give
A quarter.
man who's
Okay,
running
JJ White.
4.8
Okay,
that
my
can
bad.
jump
JJ
like
White.
that.
Give him a
Let me help
dime.
you
Give him
out.
a
Let me help
dime.
you out.
Give him a
I'll
dime.
You got to give him more than
I
that.
Listen, I got
Stop it.
35%.
And he's only had, what, 9 seasons?
He's got
Stop.
35% of his talent. Deal?
That's
Deal.
just crazy. So once
One of the-
again,
one of the
hey,
best
JJ,
defenses
if you're
of
listening to
all
this,
time.
JJ, I'm gonna give you your respect. I don't think you're.
I respect
I don't know
him.
what Ryan talking about.
I like
I don't
him.
know what Bruce talking about.
He's not overrated.
I'm gonna give you. He's definitely not overrated. But
Wanna
once
go
again,
36?
when your
0.5?
your career ends, I promise you, he's probably gonna be in the Hall of Fame. If you
Oh, that's
continue
not
on
a-
the route
that's
that
not
you're
a
going right
doubt.
now,
He will be.
And what?
and he'll
Here's
probably
the question.
break. He'll
Was
probably break the
JJ
record.
Watt chasing Lamar Jackson and Pat Mahomes and
Oh, don't do Lamar Jackson because remember they just came in the league. He was hurt 2 years
but-
ago.
yeah, Aaron Rodgers and all those other guys are they're not as dang Michael Vick.
Yeah.
I mean, all these guys like they weren't around when Reggie. There was one guy, but he was on Reggie's team.
Okay. Well, all right, real quick,
I'm
though.
not gonna.
Again,
I'm not gonna give
again,
you that though.
it was
But
a
go ahead.
passing league.
Right.
Okay. It's a passing league, number one. And number two, and Tim, you know this, as much as you want to try to, discount, double check what my boy Reggie did. He literally got double and triple teamed.
So
He's
did
probably
JJ
one of the
Watt.
only
JJ's getting
not
it
triple.
right now.
He's never been triple teamed a day in his life. Ever.
I guarantee
Not
it.
true. That's not true. That's
I'm
definitely
not gonna do
true.
that. I think I'm seeing the table and getting trouble.
All right.
But it's
Maybe
okay.
once or
That's
twice.
That's besides the point. We all
that's
said
fine.
Reggie.
Here's the question, Bruce. Who's the better defensive line? The Eagles
Oh,
defensive
man.
line or the Texans defensive line?
Okay. So,
That's
all
very
right.
true.
So, look,
Look, the homework.
see what had happened.
See what
What
happened?
had happened was we had this guy who, by the way, is better than J.J. Watt, who only played a few
Jerome
years.
Brown.
Jerome Brown.
See?
Rest in peace, big dog.
Rest in
Um,
peace to you.
So, and Clyde Simmons. So,
Yes,
Clyde
Clyde
Simmons was
Simmons.
pretty good. Mike Golick, pretty
Pretty
good player.
good. Shit,
Mike
that guy's
Vince,
up
he was decent. Yeah, okay, it might have been pretty. Oh, yeah, gangrene. That's right. Oh, okay. You're right. But by the way,
Exactly.
the person that made that defense was the gentleman we're speaking of right now. Next
Right.
question.
Go ahead, man. Next topic. Can we go to Bruce and me, Joe Green now?
Let's do it.
I know.
So it's not time for Mean Joe Green yet. It's Michael
Oh.
Strahan
Mhm.
versus Julius Peppers.
Oh, boy.
Mm.
Not salt and pepper.
Ghost Peppers.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'll go first. No, I don't want to go first. Somebody else go.
I'll go first real quick. You know what I'm saying? You said Michael Strahan and Julius
Julius
Frazier
Peppers.
Peppers, right?
Oh, he said some government. There you go.
This right here, once again, 6'5", guys. Michael Strahan, 6'5", 255, Hall of Famer, right?
With the
Julius
gap.
Frazier Peppers, 6'7", 295. This guy, honestly, out of everybody that's on this list, is probably the most athletic defensive lineman that we have on this list.
Yeah, he played
Oh.
basketball.
Played basketball. Also, you forget that this guy ran track, ran a 4x400.
That's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
giant running 4x4.
He yes.
That's a giant.
And, other than him playing basketball, running track, he is literally the most athletic guy on this list.
And he played for North Carolina too. Shout out to the Tar
Yes,
Heels.
I hate the Tar Heels.
Shout
but
out to the Tar
them.
Heels.
With that being said, but honestly, let's look at Julius Peppers. What has he done since that rookie year?
I knew
He
that was
won
coming.
defensive player. I mean, defensive rookie of
I
the
knew
year.
that was coming.
And then what? And then what?
Oh, here we go.
I mean, let's be honest.
Don't
What
do
You
has
knew it
he
was
done?
coming, though. I don't know why we acted like it wasn't
we'll
coming.
go. 9-time Pro Bowler. Okay, great. 3-time
Did he show up
All-Pro.
during the Super Bowl?
Okay, Strahan. 7-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro. Super Bowl champ. You know what I'm saying? Of course, as we already know, single season record holder. Some may say it's
Reggie White's
questionable
record.
because of that sack.
Bullshit.
You know, yes. But with that being said, hold on. He broke a who record? Reggie White.
Here we go.
I sneezed, bro. My bad.
Okay, I'm about to say because he didn't break his record for single season. But with that being said, it's definitely Michael Strahan. What he did for that Giants defense and the lead into that Super Bowl, Julius Peppers never did that. I mean, stats wise, and he played actually longer than Michael Strahan. And I understand career wise, he definitely has more sacks, but he never won Defensive Player of the Year. He only won Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah, he does. Jesus.
He does.
Okay, he's playing longer. Yeah, it's
He's
a
playing a lot
longevity
longer.
So
stuff.
once again,
He's
his
like 25
impact,
years.
even though he's the most athletic person on his list, it just did not equate to the field. The same thing what I said about the wide receiver position. If you guys listen to that episode
Fair
with
enough.
Randy Moss, so I'll go. Who
I
wants
know
to
you
next?
didn't. I know you didn't compare him to Reddy Moss.
I did. Very athletic.
I'll
Hell,
go.
man.
Didn't equate to the
I'll
field.
go.
What you got, Brucey?
That's
Look,
terrible.
man. Now, so there's no question that during the early 2000s, like the Eagles made it pretty enjoyable to be an Eagles fan, minus the fact they couldn't get over that hump, right? So, you know who didn't make it enjoyable to be an Eagles fan?
Michael Strahan. I could stand that man.
I mean,
Couldn't stand that
between
man.
Michael Strahan, Michael Strahan and John Runyon became best friends.
Yeah.
And not for the reasons we all would want to think. Like they don't really they like each other, but it's more of a respect thing.
Yeah.
And as goofy as that dude was, man, he could play some football. He had a quick first step. I mean, he's funny as hell. He's on TV. He's pretty good on TV too. Shout out Michael Strahan. Julius Peppers, we'll call it what it is. He's ridiculous athletically. I mean, it's disgusting, and the guy's ridiculous. He had his opportunity to make an impact on that Panther team, and there was times where he fell short, right? So this is another one that's not really that close. I know that it's not. I'm not going to say by a mile, maybe like a quarter mile, half a mile, but Michael Strahan, he didn't do anything super flashy. He really didn't. But man, I'll tell you what, the man was a hell of a leader. He took people under his wing, which you got to give him credit for. O.C. Umenyiora has made it very well known that, you know, Strahan was a big part. Justin Tuck, another guy to talk very highly about Strahan. A good teammate, a good player. Strahan's moving on.
They beat the GOAT.
They did twice.
We're not gonna speak about that because Randy Moss is on that team.
Ooh,
And Montana's the
You know
GOAT.
what's getting to. You know what's getting to. Who next?
baby, go.
I'll go next. I'll make this quick.
Next question.
Yeah, it's Strahan. I mean,
It's Strahan.
it's Strahan. The stats are comparable. When one guy has 7 sacks in one game, and I think one season you only had 7 sacks, like it's not comparable. I mean, I personally remember this guy tackling McNabb over and over and over and over again in one game, and you're like,
Ridiculous,
"Yo,
dog.
I
y'all
remember
can't
that
do
too.
nothing." I'm like, y'all can't do nothing with this guy. Y'all can't roll the coverage. I mean, to roll the pocket to
Hold him,
like
talk to him.
something. And just like I've never seen 7 sacks in a game live until this guy. I didn't think it was possible.
Man.
That's
I know,
Madden
that
stuff
was
right there,
wild,
bro.
man.
That's
Yeah,
Madden
wow.
stuff.
Umenyiora
7?
had 6, right?
Yeah, like I'm like, yo, what, are y'all trying to get McNabb?
Shout out to Winston Justice.
Shout out to Jesus. That's the first one.
I know, man. It was bad, man. Then you talk about he's a Super Bowl champ. You know, he has a record for the most sacks in the season. Yeah, I mean, George Peppers has the longevity, but yeah, it's Strahan. It's not that close. What you got, Ryan?
Oh, man.
Okay. So
Oh, boy.
you guys aren't going to be mad at me for this, but as you know, when it comes to these type of matchups, I'll take you back to the quarterback bracket when we did it. And it was we got very into numbers. I'm a big numbers guy, big fan of numbers.
One person have, one person don't. Go ahead.
Right. So I brought it up in the Elway Favre argument because it was close enough to me that you were splitting hairs, and Favre obviously had better numbers. It's a little less splitting hairs here when you start looking at the numbers. Michael Strahan, his third highest amount of sacks in one season, is higher than Julius Peppers' highest. He has a greater amount of sacks in his third highest total than Julius Peppers has in his highest. He also in approximately 50 less games only has, let me get the numbers while they're in front of me. Julius Peppers in 266 career games has 159.5 sacks to Michael Strahan's 216 games, 141.5 sacks for a difference of 18 throughout 60 games. It's Michael Strahan. It's not even close. It's not even. It's a shame. I feel like Julius Peppers just kind of because Julius Peppers was phenomenal. He stood the test of time. I mean, then again, I didn't realize how long Strahan played. He had a 15-year career.
Yeah.
So his three highest seasons being 22.5, in which that season obviously led the league. He also 2 years later, in 2003, he had 18.5 sacks. Once again, led the league, and his third highest was 15 in 1998. That was good enough to get him selected to the Pro Bowl and the first team All-Pro. No surprise there. And Julius Peppers' highest season is 14.5.
Okay.
And I believe one less season to play with a lot more games. So
Hell of a lot.
Hell of a lot more games. So all that being said,
Get your ass
it's
out
Michael
of
Strahan.
Get your ass out.
here.
I'm actually really impressed, Rod. I thought you were going to pick Julius Peppers.
Nah,
What you got,
Nah, he not.
I ain't that
I was
stupid.
waiting for it.
Let's throw it over to
I
Tim.
can't say anything else you guys didn't say, so I'll just say Michael Strahan.
Damn.
Next matchup.
Damn.
Here's what's
The next matchup, this is number 3, Deacon Jones. There you go, Ray. Versus number 6, Warren Sapp.
Oh, man. I like to go first.
Go ahead. What you got, Brucey?
Warren Sapp, my guy over there, you know. Some people know I'm a Miami Hurricane fan.
Really?
Man, leave that be. Warren Sapp was a nightmare. Very funny.
Let's go Pitt.
Mr. Ohio State. Shush. So, Warren Sapp, he was special coming into the league. Some teams passed on him, including my Eagles. We picked Mike Mamula instead, and I don't know what happened there. Somebody got drunk that night or something. But
it's because he ran a 4.40.
I know. He
Big, tall,
benched
and
like
fast,
75.
right? And then we're going to talk about?
Yeah, whatever. Eye test, yada, yada, yada. Look, Warren Sapp's a Super Bowl champ. 96.5 sacks. A ton of forced fumbles, like 19. A couple interceptions. I think he has a few touchdowns to his belt as well. But so Deacon Jones, it's a little unfair to him, right? Because this is before the sack. The sack thing was a thing, right? What a lot of people don't know, though, is he's the reason why this QB sack is a stat. A little something I threw out there for y'all. Okay? Specialized in the QB take.
Just so you know, football historian John Turney speculates, based on all the film he's watched on Deacon Jones, that he's amassed 173.5 sacks.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm aware of that, but I was gonna wait to say that for another day. But that's all right. Good job, Ryan. that was gonna be like a semi thing, but I'm glad you brought that up.
My apologies.
No, I'm glad you brought that up. That was good. Deacon Jones' nickname, we all know, the Minister of Defense. His was the Secretary of Defense. Okay. I want to say Warren Sapp. I do. It's Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones. Him and me and Joe both. We're gonna talk about me and Joe in a minute. I mean, they were unblockable. I mean, Sapp was great. He played on a hell of a defense down in Tampa. But those two dudes were unblockable. And to be fair to them, you got to go eye test, and Deacon gets this one. So, Reese, take it away.
What you got, Ryan?
I said Reese.
I know.
Ryan's got his hand up.
I'm gonna keep
my
this
bad,
short.
Ryan.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. You guys probably should have seen this one coming from a mile away. I'm gonna go Warren Sapp, and I'm gonna pass it right over to Reese. It ain't got nothing to do with the devil. This is pure preference. And you know what? And you know what? I put a little bit of stock into the fact that stats weren't recorded because guess what? I could say I played football in the 1950s and had 195 sacks. And there'd be nothing to –
You look really good for 1950, baby.
I appreciate it. I've been working on – I moisturize every day.
See, you can me, man. Shit, I moisturize everything. Look at that.
That
you know,
being
I'm
said,
glad you said that.
I would –
but I'll take it away from here. I'll take it away from here for all you fans. Look at this precious face I got. And watch the damn YouTube channel. I know my voice. It definitely matches the face. Sexy. But with that being said, guys, I got something for you. And this is so unfair to Deacon Jones. It's unfair to Deacon Jones, right? Because you're going against a defensive tackle. And a lot of the people that we have here, we're judging them by the sacks that they got, right? But that's not all defensive linemen do. They stop the run, you know what I'm saying? And mattering what system they're in, you know, their job is to clog up holes, to free up the linebackers, just to give y'all some football knowledge behind these different things. So Warren Sapp, he, just like Deacon Jones, revolutionized the position. Because a lot of people forget with Warren Sapp being that defensive tackle, being 6'2", 300 pounds, you know what I mean? Getting 96 sacks at the defensive tackle.
That's stupid.
That
That's
is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
I think he literally is the highest, you know what I'm saying, sack total from a defensive tackle position.
Aaron
you know
Donald to take that, but I get you.
Yeah. So, I mean, but as of right now, I think
he's not.
I think he is. I'll fact check that later.
No, wait. How many sacks did you just say J.J. Watt?
No,
J.J. Watt never
tackle.
played defensive
But
tackle.
J.J. Watt
tell you that he's a DN. Yeah, J.J. Watt
plays both,
DN.
though.
Exactly.
He plays both. Whatever.
He plays both, but he's listed more as the defensive end.
Yeah,
so with that being said, that's why I said Warren being constantly at defensive tackle and getting double teamed majority of the time, and just not even relying on him to get sacks, but to even clog up the middle, mattering what defense he's in, and so forth and so forth. This is why it's a little bit unfair to Deacon, because we can see what Warren and measure what Warren did. For Deacon, is like Ryan said, it's unofficial. But man, when you look back and you see how he played, it's different. It definitely is different. And I ain't want to preach here because it's Deacon. You know what I'm saying? Mommy, it's Sunday morning. So I didn't want to get into it, but it's definitely Deacon Jones. Jesus Christ. And I apologize, Warren, not just because you're from the U and I'm a fan, but it probably is because you guys beat us a couple times. But it's definitely Deacon Jones because of just what he did, man. He helped pave the way for you and a lot of other guys that's on this list. So once you really delve into what they did and see what they've done, you have to go with Deacon Jones. What you got, Timmy?
I don't know, man. The guy with 0 sacks, man. He's tied with Ryan Lee for the sack lead in the NFL here.
Right. He said it right, not me, Ray.
I'm just kidding. It's Deacon Jones. I like Warren Sapp too. Like to piggyback off of Reese there, like he was like one of the first guys to be like a pass rushing specialist up the middle.
He did everything.
You had the Sam Adams and the Tony Saraguses.
Jerome
their
Rams.
job was to friggin' hold up offensive linemen so linebackers could clean up everything.
Yeah, that's facts.
But he was one of the first guys that made it like the Aaron Donald of today.
Yes. Yes.
Kind of is also like a Warren Sapp type of thing. So, but yeah, it's Deacon Jones. Like Ryan said, I saw that too. Like over 170 sacks if they actually count the sacks. And so it's Deacon. Don't no hate mail this week, Ray. Send it somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
Wait till the season when you guys are 6-10, and then you'd be mad at them.
Jesus.
Okay, what do you got, Tariq?
So, y'all gonna realize this for the next one as well. When one person don't have stats recorded and one person does, I don't count them. I gotta be.
It was an eye test. Yeah, 100%.
It comes with an eye test now. And when man is known for the head slap, and they explained how he does the head slap.
I was gonna get into that. But
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that a boy.
That's illegal today.
I know.
yeah, because how dominant he was doing it back in the day.
I'm saying
Reggie
I'm
used to do
Rick
that
James.
too.
That's basically did to people.
Reggie used to do that too, though.
We're gonna talk about Reggie a little later. We're gonna save that.
Okay, my bad.
We're gonna save that. But so I thought I know Warren got a ring, but Warren also had a damn good defense behind him too. Like we're not gonna sit there and say like they're
Simeon
Hall
Rice.
of Famers, right? On that, and he might be the only one that's not in the Hall of Fame. What you think about? Derek Brooks and Rondé Barber. I don't think Sammy Rice in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Simi Wright's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Sammy Rice. I thought you meant Warren Sapp. I guess he is.
No, I'm not talking about. You got Derek
You already
Brooks.
know
This is
Rondé
John Lynch.
Barber.
John Lynch.
Tried-
Thank
Oh,
you, Tim.
well,
Travesty.
He'll get there. Relax. He just got to pay his dues. You want to get over
Well,
dog.
he's like the fifth.
And that's another story.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that in our safety episode. So,
I'm sorry.
that being said, I'm going to give it to Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones.
Woo!
Yeah. Deacon's
Moving
good.
on.
Moving on.
Congratulations,
What we got?
Deacon.
What we got?
We have Bruce Smith now, the 2
Oh,
seed,
man.
versus Mean
Hey,
Joe
boy.
Green.
Can I go first?
Who wants to go first?
I do. Let me go first.
Somebody's going to steal my thunder.
I'm going first because I know that I'm going to be the minority by
Uh-oh.
far.
Oh, don't do it.
Because like I said, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
if
shit.
one person has stats and one person will have those stats recorded, I have to erase it, right? So what's next? The eye test. When I compare the eye test for me, Joe Green, and Bruce Smith, they close. You could splitting hairs.
I'm about to say, Jesus.
They're splitting hairs. So now we go to accomplishments. Now, my man Ro Reese, and he going to backtrack now because he know that he is all about them wins and all about them titles. Now, last I checked, one person has 4 rings and one person's only been to 4 Super Bowls and has 0. So I know math is not always my best thing. Before it's more than 0 by far.
Wow.
Hey, Ryan, remember
Been
this in
4
your
straight,
LeBron
though.
debates.
I know. I was gonna say that.
Right.
I was gonna say that.
Right.
You got it, Reek. Go ahead. Finish up.
That being said, I got Mean Joe. I'm sorry. I know that's I know people. What are you talking about?
shit.
What are you talking about? Bruce got 200
shit.
sacks. He the lead sacker on top. I don't know how many sacks Mean Joe Green had because they ain't recorded. But I know the eye test wise he was damn near dominant.
Same
Part of the
amount
steel
as
curtain.
Deacon and Ryan.
Yes.
Right? Say it again.
Same amount as
Deacon
Deacon
and Ryan.
Same amount as Deacon and Ryan from the 50s.
Right. So exactly. So I see he's part of that steel curtain that got 4 rings. I can't take away them rings. One got 4, one got 0. And it wasn't like it was the offense that the steel curtain. So I got Mean Joe. I know I'd probably be by myself, but that's cool. I got Mean Joe.
Well,
What you got, Ryan?
I'm agree with Tariq here. I kind of like that logic about when the stats aren't recorded, you go to the eye test. I've actually seen a little bit of Mean Joe Green. I've watched a lot of the NFL documentaries that they put out, and I've seen I can't even remember which one I've seen with him in it. And Mean Joe Green was a fucking animal.
Whoa.
His name
Can we get a
for a
sense?
reason.
Yeah.
Hey, hold up. We got this listed so it's not for kids, so we can use the language to emphasize certain things.
My bad.
Joe
Go ahead.
Green was different. I know Bruce. I don't know Bruce Smith as well as I may know Mean Joe Green. So
Jesus.
I do know Bruce Smith has 200 career sacks, and that is impressive. But we ain't talking about that right now. Like Reek said, you can't look at it because we don't know how many Mean Joe Green has. So I'm gonna go with Mean Joe Green here. So Reek, you ain't dying on this hill alone, bro.
Let's go. Come on. One of y'all. Come on, man. I'm gonna get one of y'all.
Let's see what Timmy got to say.
Oh boy.
I
Oh boy.
gotta say this.
Jesus. Oh, God.
This stat, this discounting
Starting
stats,
to
and the other
hurt my
guys have stats. I don't see this working because
That's a little unfair.
that's like if we know someone's got Oprah Winfrey money, right? and we say, well,
Tim's like my favorite human dog.
you can't compare her bank account to some guy in the 40s because we don't know his bank account. That doesn't mean Oprah Winfrey's still not rich.
Well, the eye test said
Smith.
they got the same
Oh,
crib,
shit.
they got the
Rich.
same cars, they got the same assets that aren't on the books. Then yeah, you gonna say you
Not
got money
necessarily.
too.
Oprah
man,
buying
man.
Lamborghinis and stuff. They weren't making those things like that back in the 40s
You
and
gotta
30s
have
or
money
whatever.
to have all that though.
Oh shit.
But Bruce Smith, I've seen. I watched all 4 of those Super Bowls.
No.
It's not his fault that
My man.
his kicker sucks.
My man.
If Tom Brady had Scott Norwood, he might have 3 less Super Bowls.
My man. Get him.
So it's Bruce Smith. I mean, Mean Joe Green was great. He had little commercials throwing little kids' shirts and stuff. That's cool. I mean,
Hey, the
don't
Coke
know.
commercial, man.
maybe
Coke and a
Bruce,
smile.
we don't know what Bruce Smith was doing. He might be giving shirts out too. We didn't see it. We can't compare a shirt given away if we never seen Will Smith give shirts away.
No,
So
it's
it's,
cool, Tim. It's cool, Tim. I already knew you was gonna pick him, and I know Bruce is gonna pick him because that's his name.
Fine, we'll
I'm
go
waiting
Bruce
for
now.
Oh
Ruff.
shit!
We'll
Oh
go
shit!
Here we go. Here we go.
Well,
All of a sudden, I'm just gonna pick him
the-
because his name's Bruce. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Look, man. Here you go, man. Nah, man, look. you sitting here. You actually. So here's the thing. So I'm a Jordan guy. I like Bron. I do, but I'm a Jordan guy, right? And I keep hearing people discount Jordan because he never won without Pippen. Okay. Well, me, Joe Green. Let me throw a quick little snippet to you before I really end this combo. So he played his college ball in North Texas. All right. He got his nickname while he was at while he was
Tell
there,
him. Tell
right?
him.
So they named the defense after this man.
Exactly.
It was called the Mean Green Defense because they were
Mean
North
Green
Texas
defense.
Eagles. The Eagles. All right. Now look, it's hard not to say. Mean Joe Green was ridiculous. Okay, but mind you, back then there was no stat record. You know, well, we can't. Let's just discount the 200 sacks that Bruce Smith had. We could do that, and the 4 times he basically willed his team to the Super Bowl. I mean, he was a big part of that. I would say.
Don't you do that? You
He was a big part of that. He was a
legit.
big part of that. I said he a big
But
part.
you know the office was legit.
It was,
Mhm.
and so was
Was Jim Kelly
Terry
a Hall of Famer?
Bradshaw, Lynn Swan, and John
Franco Harris.
Stallworth, and Franco
Franco
Harris.
Harris.
All right.
Who's
And by the
better,
way, by the way,
Yeah.
Jim Kelly
wait, hang
or
on,
Terry
time out.
Bradshaw?
Who's got 4
Listen.
Super Bowls?
Listen,
No.
I asked
Listen.
Bruce because he's the QB1. Who's
you're not
better?
doing that to me, dog.
Mm-mm.
Talent-wise,
Don't do it.
Jim
Don't do it.
Kelly,
Don't do it.
but
Don't do it. Don't do
Bradshaw
it.
did his
Abort.
thing. So we gonna move.
Abort.
We gonna abort a mission. Check this out. How many? Okay, let me see if Tim will answer this for me. Tim, how many Hall of Famers are on that Pittsburgh defense?
I don't care. At least 3,
Okay.
5, 4.
Okay. What was the name of that defense again?
The Steel Curtain.
All right.
Steel curtain.
So this
Yeah,
man played
definitely.
on one of the best defenses of all time, and you done just
Yeah,
Okay.
you know,
Shot.
that curtain is that line,
you,
right? He
you
part of
just
that
Yes.
you just literally took, and he had a hell of a linebacker core behind him. He took 200 sacks,
They had
And you
4
were
Hall of
lying.
Famers.
and you okay four. Just mind you what he just said. 4 Hall of Famers. How many Hall of Famers were on that Buffalo Bills defense?
I can't
Help
even
me
name
out.
another guy.
All right, I can name them. I don't want to name them. Bruce Smith. You understand?
I
Capiche?
could tell you had Hall of Famers on that offense too.
You threw. Listen to me, bro. You,
Definitely.
and I love you, Reek. I love you like a brother. You threw 200 sacks and threw them in the trash can, and Ryan co-signed that shit. Bruce Smith.
Fucking right, I did.
Ryan's just
It's
jealous
fair.
to him and me and Joe
It's
Green at the
fair.
same
He
time.
said Bruce Smith.
What is
It's
fair?
fair.
Okay,
It is
then
fair.
fine. Fine. Let's redo the quarterbacks and let's take away all the Super Bowls and let's
Oh
redo
my
it.
God!
Exactly.
Did it not record Super Bowls then?
I don't care.
Can't do that.
I can do whatever I want.
This
Reese, please put them out of their misery.
Bro,
man.
Don't be hypocritical, Rob.
Hey,
Shock
so they're
the
gonna put
world,
it
bro.
on me.
Shock the
They're gonna
world.
put it on me. So honestly, I wasn't expecting this matchup, and honestly, I wasn't expecting some of you guys because, hey, for your fans that's listening, we don't really talk about who we gonna pick before we do this show, which
We do not.
makes it great.
It does.
So honestly, I had somebody that I had in mind that I was gonna pick with this matchup because I didn't think everybody else was gonna pick. But now hearing both sides, it makes me now delve into a little bit more. So I was able to actually pull up and figure out what Joe Green actually unofficially sack total. It was 78 unofficially.
78 sacks.
Okay.
70.
78 sacks.
Who just did
Now,
that?
as Tim's laughing, people forget that Joe Green, like a guy that we just got out of the competition, Warren Sapp, where did he mainly play at? Defensive tackle.
Same
He's
thing
another
J.J.
one
Watt.
that played defensive tackle.
Okay.
So, J.J. Watt.
You're not
plays
gonna
all
get
around
that
there.
JJ Watt,
So-
man.
He moves
So
around. He's
along
always in
with
the
Joe
middle.
Green having
I know he's a defensive end.
Here
Here we
we
go,
go.
here we
Not
go.
letting that
Look at these guys. Look at these guys. So along with Joe Green having, you had Greenwood
I
on
looked
that
at the tape.
line. You had Holmes. You had Dwight White on that line. Dwight White. Okay.
Jesus.
A lot of you guys don't even know who those guys are, but you
I do.
guys know who Mean Joe Green is.
That's right.
Okay. So my thing is that Coke and a smile, and this is while he's playing. Just have a Coke. Here you go, kid. That's the best commercial in Super Bowl history. It's sometimes still even
What are you
played.
talking about?
But my thing is, it is. I know. Just think about it. Maybe maybe the moisturizer got to me because I still see it. But let's go to
Might be
Bruce.
the drink.
6'4", 262 pounds.
This dude.
My
with the
man didn't
boxing
start
shit.
playing football until high school.
Get
He
him.
didn't start playing football till high school.
That ain't
Get
my
'em.
problem.
I know.
Get
But
him.
look what he's done. 11-time Pro Bowler.
Go ahead.
8 times All-Pro.
Talk to him, Reese.
Defensive Player of the Year. How many
Mhm.
times? Twice. 90
Oh,
and
boy.
96.
Uh-oh.
Like I said, you already mentioned 200 sacks. But what y'all not mentioning with Bruce Smith as well too. Now, Bruce, remember what defense he played in? Do you guys remember what defense he played in?
The Bills defense?
3-4.
Yeah, he played 3-4. Yeah.
Yes, it was a 3-4. Now,
Yeah.
with him playing that end, it's almost very similar to playing that
D-tackle.
defensive tackle, correct? So for
Right.
him
Yep.
to get 200, he got double teamed a lot.
A lot.
He's another one that made a difference in getting 200 and double teamed a lot. That is tough. You guys don't understand how tough that is. So upon that, playing that 3-4 defense, playing 13 seasons, recording and having 43 forced fumbles. I'm sorry. You look, Joe Green, 10-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro, 4-time Super Bowl champ. We're not going to take nothing from him.
Now hang
He
on.
won Defensive Player of the Year as well 3 times. I'm sorry. So he's another one.
Yeah,
that won
I'm about.
3
Thank
times.
you.
Three times,
don't,
okay.
don't do that to me,
6'4",
Joe.
275. But damn, Joe, you got to get out of here. Bruce Smith have definitely been in the same position as you, playing that 3-4 defense, and he had 200. You only had 78 unofficially. And the fact that we can't see it, and the fact that you did have other Hall of Famers around it, I'm not going to discredit, because we only know you from that Steel Curtain defense. You are the main guy. You're the reason why you're the Steel Curtain defense, because you are the name. But this is a tough matchup. This ain't easy, but it got to be Bruce Smith.
Now
has
here's
to be
my
Bruce
thing
Smith.
though. Here's my thing, though.
He already made his decision.
Okay, but here's my thing though, bro. Now, when you compare their accomplishments as far as the Defensive Player of the Years and the Pro Bowls, they're close. They're
Very
basically
close.
splitting hairs.
Very
So you've always have said, then let's talk about wins.
Yeah.
4-0.
I know.
Come on, man. Now you always talk about rings.
So we just gonna throw the sacks away?
4-0.
We're gonna toss them out. We're tossing sacks in the garbage.
Because you the other y'all don't have them. Like I know he says unofficial. I don't go with unofficial. I go with what happened. And all
So
we
if
can
you
do
did
is
the eye
eye
test, if you did
It
the eye
happened.
test, you really could sit here and tell me you think that Mean Joe Green was that much better, that much better than Bruce Smith.
No, I'm not saying that much better. Oh no, I said the eye test to the state the same. The split hairs eye test.
Okay, so you went through the Super Bowls.
My thing is, I'm not
4
going to-
rings.
He played
Four.
in a
This ain't one.
dynasty.
He had 4.
He played in a dynasty.
Only time I'm going to tell you this.
Bills
Only
are
time
supposed to
I'm
be
going
a
to give you those
dynasty,
rings
but they lost.
is
How
the
you get
fact
4
that, guess
in
what?
a row and not
you-
win one.
They went against another dynasty, the Cowboys.
Okay, but you went to
Okay.
4 straight and did not win one. That's
All right.
ridiculous.
That wasn't all his fault,
If that
though.
was the Eagles,
That was not all his fault.
if that was the
That's-
Eagles,
Jesus Christ.
you know how you would feel right now. If they went to 4 straight Super Bowls and did not win, we can't stand
Hey,
now
look.
for getting to the championship game.
Look.
We got the
Hey,
4.
I just wanted to say that we hear all the time about,
No.
well, the Eagles made it to 4 straight or 5 straight NFC championship games. I mean,
right, and that was
Four.
overrated, and that's how we killed
yeah,
them.
but
Imagine
a lot
that with
of
the 4
people
Super
don't
Bowls.
look at it overrated. They look at it as a great stat. So
And,
It's the
and they're
Super
mediocre.
Bowls.
They're mediocre fans for being accepting.
Damn, shots
Yeah,
fired.
exactly. You're
Seriously.
mediocre fans for accepting
Jesus.
getting the NFC Championship games, getting almost. I'm not that. That didn't please me. Oh, well, we got the NFC Championship.
So just real quick, and then we'll move on to the second round. Since you got, I understand the Mean Joe Green thing, and listen, I personally, I was torn on this one because I considered Mean Joe, but
Me
you
too.
can't
I actually had him.
dude. I was thinking the same thing coming into this.
Yep.
You can't discount 200 sacks on a team where you can't even name me another defensive lineman.
But okay, right? Ryan
No,
talks
I
about
was
empty
talking about
calories.
tally.
I could
can't remember the
argue
other
He's a
that them
linebacker.
200
I know.
I
That's
could
the bad
argue
part.
that them 200 sacks are empty calories because you never won a Super Bowl.
Cornelius Bennett. That's who.
No,
it
you
was.
can't say that. You
got
definitely
the 4
can't say
Super Bowls.
that.
I mean,
Yeah, what?
No,
Come on now. Do we?
You know why you can't say it's
wait a
empty
minute,
calories?
wait a
You know why I can't say empty calories?
minute.
Because look, hold on,
you
time
keep
out, Reed.
saying- you
He
keep saying
played. He
taking the
played a
playoffs
long.
down.
He played a long time with Reggie White, right? He played the same
yes, sir.
time Reggie White, right?
Yes, sir.
And guess
Yes,
what? And
Reggie
guess
got a
what?
ring.
Reggie do got a ring. He got a ring with who? Green Bay.
Listen, he balled with Green Bay too, though. He wasn't like he was
but time out. Now look, this is why I had to. I can't lie. You guys made me honestly change my mind because I had Mean Joe Green the whole time. I had Mean Joe Green the whole time.
You know what, Ro?
My guy, Ro.
I honestly changed my mind because of this, right? Because if you look at the defensive player of the year, and he played against a legend in Reggie White, and he beat him out for defensive player of the year, you can't dismiss him the first round. He has to go.
That.
There's a
And
reason
Lawrence
why he's
Taylor
number 2.
and Derek Thomas.
So wait,
Exactly. He played against some
Ronnie Lott.
it's worth noting
Deion Sanders.
that Bruce Smith played 98 more games in his career than Mean Joe Green did.
98.
I know.
Told Joe to get his games up, man.
And he has 130.
Here we go. Now we
He has
just
130. He has 130.
You a quitter,
If
Joe.
if the stat guessing game is where it's at, 132 more sacks, bro.
122
more
more.
games.
121.5.
What did you say? You said
You know whose
78.
fault it
I'm
is,
sorry,
man?
my fault.
Yeah, yes,
You know whose fault it is?
My fault. Yeah.
78.5.
My
He couldn't
fault.
play any more games because he gave that kid his jersey, man.
Right.
I know.
He couldn't give back on the
You
field.
know
That
what,
kid
Ro?
stole his jersey.
Bro, don't talk about me rings no more, bro.
You about to make me change my
rings.
damn vote, man. You about
You
to
know
make
what?
me change my vote
I'm
because
not-
that damn commercial got me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That Coke and a
Don't-
smile, you can't
don't
tell me that
give
didn't
me-
get you.
Bro,
We
not
didn't
talking about
close the
rings.
conversation yet, so it's
Yes, we
not too
did.
late.
I
Next
know, we're
topic.
still talking about it.
Case
topic.
closed.
Hey,
Next topic. Second
hey.
round. Tim, go.
Bef-
Hey,
Hold
no,
on,
hold
hold
on, no.
Before we
gonna
start round
do
two.
the
Hold
first
up, hold
time
up.
ever. We
No,
gonna do
hold
first
up,
time
hold up.
ever.
No,
I'm
no, no,
switching
no.
my
That
vote.
ain't how
I'm
this
switching
works.
my vote. Mean Joe Green, 4
Mean
damn
Joe
goddamn
Green moves on.
championships. You can't Super
Let's
Bowls.
go.
You can't take that goddamn away from him.
200 sacks, Reese.
78 at the defensive
Reese,
tackle. We talk
you
about
just-
goddamn Warren
Reese,
Sapp. We
let's
talk
go.
about
You
Warren
just let
Sapp
that
getting
bullshit
96,
happen.
Let's
and
go.
he only
You just
played
let
for
that
how
bullshit
long?
happen.
So here's
Oh,
the
my
thing:
God.
if Mean Joe
Yo,
Green would
wait.
play long, and he's honestly, you know what? Praise the Mean Joe Green because he's the only one still alive. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Praise to everyone else that was on the
we-
defensive line, but still
Warren
Curtin.
Sapp
What-
just lost to
Honestly,
Deacon Jones.
when you think about it,
With
check
more
this
rings.
out, guys. Check this out, guys. What was the defense name for? What's the nickname for the Bills defense? Tell me.
They have
There
that.
is none.
They didn't have one. You know why? Because
They didn't win.
Because Bruce Smith, they didn't have nothing like Steel Curtain like that. You know, there's a reason why you had Mean Joe Green, had nicknames like that. because
You're
they was
making
lethal.
my blood
It was
pressure
lethal.
go up.
That's what the case. So, you know, we're going Mean Joe Green. I'm going with the nickname.
Is he mean Bruce
Coke and a
Smith?
smile.
No,
That's what
he's
we doing.
mean Joe
Yo,
Green.
real quick, guys. I just got one thing to say. Mr. Smith, you don't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
Let's
outta
go.
here.
You
He's
guys
going.
got me
I don't
nuts.
care. 4 rings.
Next year,
You
me and
got
Bruce are doing it by
4.
ourselves.
4.
We don't feel like
Hold
going no
on.
more.
So Barry Sanders and Tony Gonzalez skate free on this. But Bruce loses because he's the best in his position stat-wise, and he loses in the other thing. You guys have no consistency.
Listen,
Hey,
I'm not
you know
going to
what?
knock Mean
Reek-
Joe
Reek-
because
Reek
he
did hit
ain't
me.
count.
Reek did hit me. The four Super Bowl championship.
All you
I
did,
started thinking
all
a little
you did
bit,
was
and that
started
Coke
thinking
and a
about the
smile.
video. You're
Tim.
probably watching it on YouTube as
I
we
did.
talk.
I
And
did.
it
I
tricked you.
did. And he
You have
did.
to.
He gave it
I
to
want
the
my
kid,
credit where it's
drunk
due.
all the
I
Coke.
voted against Barry Sanders and Tony Gonzalez both.
I didn't say you did. I said as a
Wants
whole.
credit.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
I'm just saying.
No, I
We
definitely
can't
bet
pick and
against-
choose where they count. The DM
I'm-
has less control than most other positions. Yeah, they said last
Yo,
year
you guys totally.
Nick Bosa
Still
had
Curtin.
the best
Still
game for a
Curtin.
defensive end
That doesn't help
overall
your
Super Bowl,
cause.
and they still
Still
lost.
Curtin.
Is that his fault?
Mean Joe Green.
No,
it's
here's what I'm
cool.
saying. Bro is all about winning. Ever since
am.
we've done these,
Shit.
he
Except for
always
Tony
goes
Gonzalez.
to the person that got
He got
rings.
him on-
Tony.
No, it's the-
Always
Tony
got
Gonzalez.
rings.
That was the
Huh?
only one. That
That
was
was the only one in which I had to go
And
with
that's
Tony.
because he's a flat out hater. He don't like Shannon Sharp.
I don't.
Right,
I told you.
right.
I told you.
So it's not like me
I told
has
you.
one. He had 4. Like that's 4.
I
Okay,
don't-
but listen, you guys keep bringing up the steel curtain, and it makes you guys look like idiots. So stop it.
No,
Hey,
because
that's
it's
a-
part
that
of
was
it.
crazy.
One
All
of
right,
the
you know
best
what? I'm gonna
defensive
give
minds
y'all
of all
one
time.
thing.
I
When my
much
man-
prefer. I much prefer a beef curtain over a steel curtain. Just saying.
Child, we got to move forward. Go ahead. What's the next
All right, go to the
matchup?
I
second
do want to say my
round,
man Mean Joe Green had 5 sacks.
I just want to put
And
this
a
out
fumble
there before
recovery in
we
that
move on.
damn Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You know who's an
Congratulations.
overrated? You know who's an overrated defensive end? That jackass Rudy in the movie.
You
That
know
guy
what I'm
sucks.
saying?
That movie
Average.
stinks. I hate that movie.
That didn't even happen. Joe Montana said that didn't happen. But you know who's not overrated? Latimer from the program. That guy was a ball.
Yeah,
Even though
he's not
even though
overrated.
he's,
He's
bro.
definitely-
even though he's on the juice. I mean, we'll overlook
Hey,
that because
We got to have an episode for that soon.
Yeah, we definitely do. All right,
So-
let's move on to the next round. What we got?
Latimer over Rudy in the celebrity bracket. But,
Right, I feel you on that.
We'll go. We'll stick with this. We'll stick with this travesty, and have two guys that are black and white highlights.
I can't
Those
believe
stats.
y'all, yo.
So neither of them have stats. So what do we do? We just move on. No has stats. There's no stats anymore.
Forfeit,
We don't
they're
count
out, they're
stats.
gone. They're gone.
I
We can
want to be
still
honest,
watch 'em.
so I'll go with the Rams guy just so Ray shuts up. I don't care about this matchup. Next.
Oh shit. Oh, shit.
I'll go next. Deacon Jones. Next question.
Damn.
Y'all rubbed me the wrong way. That was terrible.
Who's he going against? Michael Strahan?
Mean Joe.
No, Mean Joe Green versus
Mean Joe
Deacon
Green.
Jones.
Oh, me, Joe. Go.
Nah, listen, I can't do that. I'm not gonna Marshawn Lynch you. Look,
Come on.
I'll take 2 seconds to talk
I
about
am.
it. Check this out.
Deacon Jones.
I'll take
2 seconds.
I'll take 2 seconds to talk about this. Look. Deacon Jones had apparently 175 sacks. Somebody wrote that somewhere. We're wishing upon a star. Mean Joe Green had like 78.5 sacks.
Yes.
Cool. That's fun. So check this out. So because I happen to like the Secretary of Defense over Mean Joe Green's nickname, I'm gonna go with Deacon Jones. Shout out to Ray Kleinmeyer and Jordan Livingston. That's my Ram brethren. So there it is. On to one of you ridiculous human beings that I love so much. Go ahead. Who's up next?
I'll go. I'll keep this quick.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh,
Hey
Jesus.
Ryan, you're tied with sacks with these guys, so
Yeah,
good point for you to make.
So listen, I'm actually gonna write in my vote. I write in myself. So
There you go.
we'll keep things in down.
There you
I'm
go.
kidding.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
gonna go with. Again, these are two guys. I'm gonna go with the devil I know here. That's something I've had to say a lot with this because I'm very young and sometimes that blows
I'm
up.
curious
my
what
face.
this is gonna be because
I've seen more of Mean Joe Green, so I'm gonna go with Mean Joe Green.
It's that Coke and a smile. It got you. That goddamn Super Bowl commercial.
if
I
you
understand
idiots
it.
vote, if you guys just vote on that stupid commercial, I'm blocking
That
every one
shit
of you
is
tomorrow on
legendary.
Facebook.
That shit is legendary. The commercial is legendary.
They made a sack for this guy. They made a stat for this gentleman. You put some respect on Deacon Jones' name. Damn it.
Look, he's a deacon. I'm gonna put some
You guys are
respect
a
on his
bunch of
name. We call him
assholes, yo.
Deacon, okay? So there's so much respect for his name.
You guys are pricks, yo. I can't believe I'm dealing with this. Yo, Mean Joe Green wins this because of a commercial. I'm literally blocking every one of you for 24 hours.
Hey,
Every
anybody
one
who's
of you
listening to
attend.
this, for all you fans that listen to this, please, after this episode, go watch it on YouTube as you watch us right now break down Mean Joe Green. That commercial is legendary. That goddamn toss that he does to the kid for the jersey as he limps into back to the locker room, it's legendary. As he drinks all his goddamn soda too, and they say, "Here you go, kid. You can have a jersey."
It was like 4
This shit
ounces
was
of soda.
great.
Calm down.
I'm just saying,
crying.
man. It's great. It's one of the look. If you ever look it up, it's actually one of the. It's like first or second. You know what I'm saying? Commercial in Super Bowl history.
Nah, like the Clydesdale, bro.
Yo,
Come
Reek,
on.
I gotta let you know. I think Reese is about to let us down though.
He probably is, but it's okay.
I definitely am. I'm a definitely.
don't worry,
let
if we're
y'all
in commercial
down.
again, I'll go back.
To be honest with
Listen.
you, I didn't think Joe Green would even last this long. I didn't think he would
Listen.
even get to this round.
Listen,
It's
I'm
definitely
keeping my
Deacon.
same consistency, right?
Oh, shit, Super Bowl.
Deacon Jones and me, Joe Green. I don't know how many sacks you have. Bloop, irrelevant.
Oh,
I
boy.
test. Y'all look the same to me when I look. You causing havoc. You causing havoc. Keep that moving. 4 rings to 0. 4
Oh.
to 0. We're gonna meet Joe Green. I got 4 rings.
Hey, Reek, let me go off your rationale real quick.
You better not
Let me
do
ask
Chris
you-
McCaffrey in this.
Let me
Don't you
let me
do
know.
it.
We'll talk about him later. We'll embarrass you more about that next episode. Listen, check this out.
Every
Check this out.
episode, goddamn it.
So there's a trophy they named after this coach, right?
Oh, here we go.
What was that called? Somebody help me. Oh, Super Bowl trophy, Lombardi.
Lombardi?
Trophy. That's right.
He's
All
got
right.
2 of them.
So isn't he considered like? And he has like 5 championships. So that's a story for another day.
Go ahead.
So they named a trophy because of what he did, right?
Right.
They named a stat after this man, and you don't do that shit in the garbage.
No.
Definitely did. You
It's
definitely
Here's why.
disgusting.
Okay, here they made that trophy
Despicable.
because he won championships and he won a lot of them. So
He
they say,
won 7.
you win so many of them. We're gonna make a title after you.
I think he
That's
won like 20. I don't know.
That's like dropping the mic, like right there. Like if
No,
anyone
it's
had
not. They named a trophy and they named a stat. It's one and the same.
but you named the ultimate trophy over the man because he won.
And
you
Deacon
can't get no
Jones
better
didn't play
than
on a good
that.
team.
He definitely did. He definitely
This
did.
guy got 4.
This is
That's
horse
why-
manure.
I don't know what to say. He got 4.
Well, at least we're gonna win. Thank God this guy has
Need
some
Joe
sense.
Green. Go ahead, Rob. Be a hypocrite. Go ahead and say
I
don't
already
count
said
rings.
it.
Go ahead, don't
I
count
mean,
rings. Go ahead.
It is Deacon
Deacon
coming on
Jones.
Sunday morning. I'ma tell you why it's Deacon Jones.
I'ma tell you
David
why.
Deacon Jones. Okay. Okay, it's Deacon. You know why? Because unofficially, he had more goddamn sacks than his ass. You see, unofficially, he was better than his ass. Unofficially, he had the head slap that prohibited the rest of them. Unofficially, he had Reggie White follow
Yo,
right
stop.
after him.
Stop,
Let me get
Reese,
into my
stop.
sermon, Deacon. Let me get into my sermon. He had the fearsome 4. You see him? Okay, you see what I'm saying? So it's definitely Deacon. And I like the fact that you call yourself Deacon. And you ran with it. And you had a better nickname, you know what I mean? Still Curtin, that was cool, but then you had the, you know what I'm saying? We already know that defense they had. You know what I
That
mean?
defense is nasty.
Nobody else can even probably name on here. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Who else? And that's the funny part. So once again,
Deacon.
I'm going Deacon. What you got, Rye?
Go hurry up, Rye.
No, I
All
already
right,
said,
when ready?
yeah,
Yeah.
I already said Mean Joe.
Right. So
yeah.
go ahead, Tim.
Well, no, we already voted.
He
All right,
already
well,
did.
all right, well, go ahead.
He next
Or
question that shit.
Deacon.
Now
No.
this one's real quick. Go ahead, keep going.
No, you go real fast. Who do you pick, Reek?
I already said I'm
Take
talking
me
about
and
the
Joe
next one.
Green, bro.
I
You
mean,
took-
I said
okay,
Mean Joe.
I'm changing my vote to Mean Joe Green.
What the fuck? Stop.
I have my
Stop it.
I
Stop it.
have
Stop
my reasons. I have my reasons because I want to see Reek fucking backtrack his Reggie White argument over the 4 Super Bowls and next round. So I'm taking Mean Joe
it.
Green.
Oh shit.
It's Mean Joe Green versus Reggie White.
Oh,
I'm taking the guy with 4 Super Bowl rings. 4, not 1 and 3 playoff appearances. 4. So Mean Joe Green over Reggie White.
Oh my God.
We're not there yet. We in the
Oh,
semifinals.
no.
You jerks,
Oh,
you jerks went and got Reese to change his shit.
shit.
And now you got
Oh,
Tim drinking over here.
Oh,
Michael
shit.
Strahan versus Reggie White. Michael Strahan sucks. Reggie White, you get it. Next.
You
and
done
your
messed
fake-
Tim all up, yo. Tim's not even drinking.
You and your fake record because you're Brett Favre's pocket, man.
Real quick, can we just gloss over that? Does anyone object to Reggie White over Michael Strahan?
Wait a minute. Wait. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Sorry.
Bruce, don't do that. Bruce, don't even.
Look, we ain't gotta give a long
Synopsis for
No,
Michael
Bruce, don't say
Strahan.
world.
Get his
I know-
ass out of
I
here.
got Reggie White. Reggie White.
Get
Next.
Michael Anthony Strahan ass out of here. I said your
Well,
whole government
If
too.
you don't
Get your ass
stop
out of
using
here.
my government names. I use them first.
I'm sorry.
That's all.
I'm sorry.
I love that, yo. No, yo, Reese, you can borrow them. It's fine.
So Reggie White moves on.
Let's get
Enough said.
ready to rumble. Now,
Holy shit.
We
Reed,
got
just so
Reggie
we're on the same
White
page,
and Free Joe
Reed,
Green.
if we lose, if Reggie White loses this now because of your fuckery,
He's not gonna lose.
So I'm gonna
You're
start
gonna-
this off.
man.
So let me go by 2 things that I've noticed that I've
It's
become
unbelievable.
enlightened to in the last couple hour or so. We can't count Reggie White's stats, so the guy's got no sacks. He's tied down with Ryan and Joe Green and Deacon Jones and me and Reese and Bruce and everyone else on this panel and all the people on our Facebook page.
Oh my
We're all
God.
tied with 0 sacks now.
Oh shit!
I also heard that more rings matter for a defensive lineman than anybody else. So I'm going Mean Joe Green. I don't think I believe in myself, but I'm going Mean Joe Green because he has 4 Super Bowl rings. And Reggie has 1. And he's only made the playoffs, 3 times in his career?
Oh shit!
Mean Joe Green.
Oh,
I wish
shit.
I had a Coke because I need a smile right now. I don't have a Coke. And you guys took away my smile. So I'll go Mean Joe Green.
Let
go,
me hop
Ryan.
on here real quick.
What you got, Ron?
Listen, man, I love an underdog, and there ain't no bigger underdog right now than Mean Joe Green. So Mean Joe Green is the GOAT.
Holy shit. Holy
What did you say?
What do you
say? Mean Joe
Go,
Green
Reek,
is the
you're
GOAT.
up. You're up, Reek. Let's go. Backtrack now, Reek. Let's go.
Oh my God. Oh my
First
God.
of all, look. First of all, Tim, I understand he's being spiteful. You're
Yes.
gonna wake up one less friend on Facebook after that fuckery. No, I'm just kidding. That's fucking
Holy.
terrible. I can't believe this shit right now. This is your fault,
What you
Reed.
got, Reed?
This is your fault, Reed.
This is your fault,
Go ahead,
Reed.
Reed. Backpedal.
Okay.
You better not vote me.
No, I'm not going back. I'm not going to backpedal.
Fucking-
No, because here's the difference.
You better fix this.
Uh-oh.
Reggie won.
Once.
And okay, but remember, I said eye test.
He has 0 sacks.
Hang
Did
on.
Reggie
Whoa,
take it to
no.
Whoa,
No.
whoa,
No,
Reggie
whoa.
I said
whoa.
eye test.
Whoa. What did you
Hang
just
on.
say?
He has 0 sacks.
Oh, in his career. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so now we go to the eye test. The eye test between me, Joe Green, and Reggie White is not close. Reggie blows him out the water with eye test. I see this man throw grown men 350 pounds with one arm.
That's very true.
One arm. So, yes, Joe got more rings, but Reggie did win. But I'm giving it to Reggie because the eye test, they're not close. They're not close. If they were close eye test-wise, I give it to me and Joe. But I've literally seen Reggie through a career. They know his move, and they can't stop it. He used one arm and throw grown men. 300, 320, 350 with one arm. That's ridiculous. Like, how do you not say how strong you have to be to push another grown man against his will with one arm? That's demoralizing,
You're
bro.
funny as hell, yo.
That's demoralizing, bro. So, yes, I'm going Reggie for that.
I guess I'll go. And
Go ahead,
I'll leave
Ro.
Bruce.
I'll leave Bruce for the end for this because I think we all know he's going to pick. But yes, and I won't take this, but Reginald, middle name left out, White, is definitely him. It's definitely him.
Middle name left out.
13-time Pro Bowler, 6'5", 300 pounds.
Two-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Two-time Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if we look at the total sacks, he still wins it, especially if you consider that he was selected in a supplemental draft. And what was it, 84, Bruce?
Wait, yeah, but that's not. Go ahead. Yeah,
but and why I say that, because he played in the USFL, right?
My man.
And when he played in there, and people don't want to give him credit, he played 2 seasons, right? And he had 23 sacks. So if you look at Bruce Smith, who I thought was going to make it here until the crazy debacle, I was going to bring that up. But I want to bring it up anyway, just so some of you fans don't even know. So if you look at his career total, he has over 200, and he literally is the holder of the sack record because it wasn't in the NFL. They don't want to count it. But once again, it has to be Reggie White. If you look at just what he's done, having 21 sacks in 87, and next year coming with 88, and even late in his career, he retired for 1 year, came back, and still had a double-digit sack record.
He got talked out of retirement.
Yes. So it's like this man came back almost until his almost 40 and still produced.
Played for the Panthers.
Yes. And that's crazy. That is nuts. You know what I'm saying? So for what that guy has done, rest in peace, Reggie. You've done so much. And also too, especially what's going on right now, we need a guy like him to actually speak, and the world is missing Reggie White. So this right here, growing up in the Philadelphia area and seeing this man, even though I wasn't an Eagles fan, but seeing this man play inspired so many different people. So I'm going to cut it to Bruce, man. You take it home.
Well, that was beautiful. We appreciate y'all over there in Niner Nation. I think what he said, he stole a little bit of my thunder, but I still appreciate Reese because that's my guy. USFL went to the Memphis Showboats. They kind of were stealing talent from the NFL. When he came out of Tennessee, which Derek Barnett just broke his record, in Tennessee sack record. He was a monster there. He's the most talented defensive lineman we've ever seen. I still remember when Jerome Brown passed away, and the way he handled himself, and the pure emotion and everything that man gave to the game of football. It was special. It was different. Now look, I know that don't always matter for what it is. But this man had 3 sacks in a row in the Super Bowl. 3. He ended a drive by himself. Okay. Why?
We can't count those stats.
Shut up, Tim.
Because me and Joe Green's playoff stats don't count.
Tim,
What's the sack?
You're right.
Look,
you're right.
We can do that.
That's why I said
You can do that. Listen, you can do that. You can do that all you want. Look, right, the Minister of Defense, right?
Right.
I'm sure he probably. Look, man, he did what he wanted. Okay, he got double teamed. He got triple teamed. Reese went out and threw some sideways, backward ass stat with the 13 knockdown by J.J. Watt playing all over the defensive line.
Right.
Reggie didn't move much.
Right.
Now, granted, Reggie didn't really need to move much. He didn't play with some bum like Jadeveon Clowney. He played with some very good football players, but he still got double and triple teamed. He made that whole defense better. And anybody who got to meet him, which I was fortunate enough to, okay, he just brought a certain aura to him, man. So this is Reggie, and hopefully we're talking about this for a little bit because I think he's gonna move on for a while. So
Hey, I just looked up a stat. Me and Joe Green once had 14 sacks in a row in the Super Bowl. Just
Man, I'm
because
done with
14, it wasn't written down.
Brothers ran down, see?
I'm done with you, Tim.
I
So
talked
we're
to I called Chuck Noll and he told me. Chuck Noll told me the thing that it
Man,
was actually 15, but they gave one of the other ones to somebody else.
I can't wait till this goes public because
Hey,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man.
Wait, let me just say this.
Reginald Howard White, rest in
Hold on.
peace, yo.
I'm voting for Reggie White because I had Reggie White win the thing in the beginning, but I had Reggie White beating Bruce Smith. But after this backwards ass logic, I
Me
had to
too.
switch it up just to prove to everybody that this logic is flawed. And then we showed that in the finals here. Logic's flawed.
Just so we're on the same page. If because of
JJ
your,
Watt. Also,
it should have
JJ
been
Watt.
Bruce Smith.
JJ Watt, if you want to, I will set up a celebrity boxing match for you versus Ryan Lee. Charity is going to the family of George Floyd.
I'm for that. I'm for that.
please.
I'll do it. I'll take an ass beating, but on the undercard, I want to see Reek versus Christian McCaffrey 100%.
Oh,
Son,
yes.
yes.
Ooh, I mean,
Ooh,
listen, and I
yeah.
like
I'll take-
Christian McCaffrey.
Yo, I'll take on Gronk too.
Oh man, you get body slam.
Hey, look, I'm gonna
Also,
tell y'all right now.
I'm
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Okay.
Scott Norwood for ruining
Oh,
Bruce Smith's goddamn career.
No. I want – so if we're going to set up our charity boxing event dream card, the main event's going to be me, JJ Watt, with Reek versus Christian McCaffrey on undercard, Tim versus Matt Ryan on the undercard, Bruce versus Rob Gronkowski in the undercard, and we got to figure out who we got
No.
for Reese.
No,
I'm
listen.
too pretty. I'm too pretty.
Listen,
Probably
I'll tell you.
Carson Wentz.
I'll tell you.
Definitely Carson.
Yeah.
I'll win. Carson ain't gonna make it there.
Or Jimmy.
Oh, here you go.
He'll
or
trick
Jimmy
Carson
you
ain't
into
gonna
G.
make it there.
Nah, to be honest with you though, if we were going to set up a boxing match, me and Phillip Rivers would have a day.
Oh,
I don't
man.
hate Gronk that much. Me and Phillip Rivers, we
He
don't
still
get
worry
along.
about fantasy.
He's got his
You're damn
36
right.
No, he
kids
don't like his
His
release, so he
36
can't stand
kids
the way
are
he throw the
jump you.
ball.
Exactly. I'll
You
put
don't
him in the
have
Cobra
kids.
clutch.
You don't have enough kids to battle Philip Rivers, man.
Shut up, yo.
You need to get a couple more kids. You got like 36 kids.
I can't
I
wait
got
till this
14,
area.
bro. What you want me to do?
I can't wait to this area. People gonna be so mad at Bruce Tim when he get to the finals.
This is great.
Wait,
And
wait.
hold
wait,
up, quick note.
Oh, Bruce Smith.
I'm gonna be dying, yo.
Quick note. I'm going to stand by my Mean Joe Green pick. I'm not going to let him get swept in the finals like that. So
That's adorable, bro.
that is a legendary commercial. So I'm going to
Do me a
I'm gonna
Reggie
favor.
ride
White.
that out.
Reggie
Do me a
White, you are the
Open the
goat
smile,
as
guys.
lineman.
I
I'm gonna send.
respect that.
I'm gonna send.
And
no,
I'm
no,
still
don't- no,
backing-
Knock that off. I'm gonna send the
I
address,
respect that.
right? You need to go and take that card, that Eagles fan club card, and you got to send that John right to the link. Send it to the
Gladly.
link.
I work right.
Unbelievable.
I work right next door, so I'll just
Good,
drop it
drop
off
that
in the
shit off.
mailbox.
Thank you
save on
very much.
postage.
You better not vote
But
against darkness.
I'll argue all
Hey,
day
hey,
against Bruce Smith.
Keep your
Listen,
damn card.
and I like Bruce Smith, but I can't count your stats.
Shut up,
You
Bruce.
just had a bad matchup, Bruce. If you was against everybody else, he'd have made it.
Bro,
But-
you threw 200 sacks out in the trash.
You definitely
But
did.
then you didn't do it. You
I
didn't
did
throw
too.
198 in the trash when Reggie White came up
I did
because
3.
that's our guy.
I know.
I didn't know. I didn't bring it up. I said, listen, I went eye test. I
I feel
said eye
dirty.
test is not close.
You know what? I feel,
Dirty.
I don't feel too dirty.
Dirty because the
I feel
commercial
bad,
got me,
man.
guys. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. The
Yeah,
commercial got me.
apologize.
I watched about 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know what I mean? It did get me.
I'm gonna watch the commercial after we get off of here.
There's two
That's what I'm
people I want to
saying.
apologize in this whole thing. Bruce Smith and Shannon Sharp. I apologize for all this.
Hey,
You deserve better than
Shannon, you listening? I told you. Fuck your goddamn cognac and your damn black and mild. Okay?
Look, man, look.
I don't give a shit about
Look,
you
I'll say-
and that damn list you got. Okay?
I'll say this, man.
Oh.
And like I know I was talking like we had, this is a pretty good round for us, right? And it's only going to get better because the linebackers are going to be ridiculous, corners are going to be bananas, and once you get to the safeties, Jesus. But Bruce Smith, we apologize. At least me and Tim do, because my friends were already started drinking before the pod got going.
I
and
don't
they had made a
apologize.
terrible
You should've
decision.
won. Should've won.
So we apologize for that. Now, shout out to Randall Cunningham for making Bruce Smith look awful. It's irrelevant to that. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, so
I apologize for absolutely fucking nothing.
It's unbelievable. See, this guy's.
I'm
this
not.
guy's
You gave him a
sick.
bad matchup. Why'd you have him go against? See, I blame, and I loved him, but he made Julius Peppers too high. And if Julius Peppers was under Mean Joe Green and he went against Bruce, then he would have been a landslide. So that's your listen.
Yeah, I do think that Mean Joe Green maybe should have been inserted at that 5
You know
slot.
what? I'm gonna tell you like this. No,
They have
we're
no
not doing
stats.
that. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, no stats. So here's
see,
the
y'all
thing.
thought that I was against him, but I was
How
actually
do you-
for him. See, what the
how do
devil
you-
meant
how-
for
how
evil,
do you-
God will turn around for good. Let's go.
Let's go.
How do you negate a guy's stat? Literally, there was a stat made for Deacon Jones, and you literally kicked him in his chest and kicked him down the steps. Like
Well,
that didn't matter.
Well, everyone's hung up on the stats now. Brett Favre had better stats than John Elway, but no one wanted to hear it then.
Nobody wanted to hear about Dan Marino either. What you mean?
Minus the 86,000 interceptions. I mean,
86,000.
I mean, only about. I'm not sure the exact total.
I think
how many-
eight of them are one game against the Rams, I believe.
I'm just
I
saying.
think
Aren't
he-
they?
I think he threw nine. I think he threw 9 to Brian Dawkins.
He threw 8 versus the Rams in the playoffs, but I mean, we'll look over that.
No, that's not true. The record for a single game, 7.
They're exaggerating.
And Peyton Manning threw it.
Nah, Nathan
Peyton Manning.
Peterman now. I think it's Peterman now. Look that up. I think it's Peterman now.
I'm sorry, 4 or no. But yeah.
Yeah, man. I can't lie. This was another one, man. You know, this was another show. It was great. Like Bruce said, we got some more coming. You know what I mean? We're on the defensive side, and we're going to just go ahead and continue to give you guys this GOAT madness, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. You know,
It's
go
madness
ahead,
for
Rod,
real.
take it away. Yeah, it's
we're
definitely
ready
madness, and the fact that we don't talk before we do these matchups and these picks, it makes it even better. So,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
For the people listening out there, we actually hate each other. We just like to talk about football, so we find a way to coexist for about an hour and a half to 2 hours a night.
just a little.
I don't
bit.
hate anyone.
No, that's
Yeah, me neither.
all that big. So let me
Maybe
part
not.
that.
Maybe Rudy. Maybe Rudy.
Real quick,
Jesus.
real quick.
Poor guy.
Let me get this in because I bring up hate for a reason. Let's end this show on a positive note. Love everyone, guys. These are really, really weird times. I know there's been other instances in this country. There's a lot going on at once, and now's not the time to divide. It's the time to come together. So let's. I don't know what that glue is going to be, but we got to find it. We got to find that glue that's going to hold us all together. Don't drive each other apart. Bring each other together. Let's just do better. And we're going to end it on that. As always, he's Brees Rowe. He's my man Tariq. He's Bruce Stone. He's Timmy Goat to Joseph. I'm Ryan. And we are the football guys. Until next
Don't
time.
forget to subscribe.
Please
Like, share, and subscribe.
And like it. Yep.
Like it.